Hi everyone, welcome to our presentation. Our presentation is the Child and Adolescent Development Professionals in the group of Family Support, also the FRCs and Family Ambassadors. In our group, we have Ashley Kelly, Alicia, myself, Crystal, Ashley, and Maria Loya. Go to the next slide. So what role does your area play in serving children and families? So currently in San Francisco's role is to make sure all these families and children have a safe home and have an array of services for those in need of them. Family and Children Services, also known as FCS, is in charge of responding to calls of neglect or abuse in a household, and they make sure that these children are in a safe and well-placed home to ensure that they are being loved and being well taken care of.
Who are the leading agencies, programs in your area, in the Bay Area? So refreshingly, there are quite a few agencies and programs in the area of San Francisco that provide aid to families in need, and some of the ones that we listed are San Francisco's Family Resource Centers, Homeless Prenatal Programs in the Family Treatment Court, CalWORKS, Family Support Services, Epiphany Centers, First Five, and the Riley Center. So on to slide 4. What services are currently available for both vulnerable families and families with resources? So thankfully, there's a lot. The Family Resource Centers offer parenting classes and visitation and other supports for people around San Francisco. Homeless Prenatal Programs is a great program that provides housing and substance abuse for people in need. There's also CalWORKS, which is a coordinated service to assist families with basic needs. The Riley Center offers domestic violence services. First Five offers family support and child development and child health. And they focus a lot on strength-based equity-focused programs that support families in San Francisco and various parts of, actually in various parts of the Bay Area. So, and on to slide 5.
How do families access these services? First Five San Francisco helps connect families to Family Resource Center services. They have a helpful website with center maps and event calendars. Telephone and email services offer parent support, info, referrals, and connections for San Francisco families between ages of 0 to 17 years old. They also offer virtual Zoom, WeChat, Facebook Live, and other social media connections. There are 26 family resource centers in San Francisco. The centers are listed on their website, but due to COVID, they ask that families call before visiting to be notified of the current procedures and shelter-in-place orders. On to slide 6.
So what is the cost to these families? A lot of the resources listed are at no cost to families, depending on your income. You can get more information about the cost when you go in and when you apply, because you'll probably put in your income and it will go based on that. However, in 2018, $20 million was proposed for the homeless youth and families budget, and 15.2 million of that would go towards opening 4 navigation centers where homeless people and families have access to substance abuse counseling, mental health programs, and job search assistance.
Who is making the decisions around the services that are available and the policymakers? Within the agencies chosen, the county and the local government allocates the funds for these programs. Each program has a board of directors or a CEO that's also making decisions for the program. A lot of the policies that are from federal, state, and local government are taken into consideration because of the needs to follow the law. General needs and population needs from each of the areas are taken into consideration, but as voters, we also have a say because there's bills that are taken into consideration and brought to ballot so that we have ability to vote on how these funds are allocated and given out to the programs in our area. As you can see, there are a lot of jobs. Just in these few programs, you could see that the jobs vary. There are jobs in each of the areas that some of them don't require any degree, but for the most part, you would have to have a BA or BS. The MA or doctorate is probably an increase in salary for each of these programs, but the jobs vary from teachers to therapists, nurses, caseworkers. It's a lot of caseworkers, especially in various, they have to have somebody that looks after each of the people that are trying to get into the programs. You could see that there's managers, maintenance. I mean, it takes such a big, like really such a large amount of people to really focus in and do what you need to do during to just make the programs function. So even though the jobs vary, definitely your degree would really tell like what kind of salary you would be earning. And it varies from one program to another as to what you would be doing. So it's really important to know what you want to be doing, like we've said in class before. We just want to thank everybody for your time, and we appreciate that you've seen our slide. We hope that it has given you information about the family services. Thank you.